Hi everyone, Sandra Vela here at Homesteading Ways, and today I'm going to show you how to make a natural alternative to Vicks Vaporub, and it probably will work even better than what you're used to using. Okay, this is what you're going to need. You're going to need some grapeseed oil, some beeswax, and a few different essential oils. What I have here is rosemary, eucalyptus, lavender, and camphor. Now let's get to making it. Alrighty, we're going to start by making our own little double boiler here, and I just have a 2-cup measuring cup here in a saucepan with water. And what we're going to put in is about a tablespoon and a half. Actually, probably a little more than that, because we're going to use a heaping tablespoon, and then I don't know, about half. We'll say half there. The next ingredient is going to be the grapeseed oil. And we're going to put just a little less than half a cup. We're going to have the beeswax melt with the oil. And if you've watched any of my other videos on home remedies and stuff like that, you'll know that I like using grapeseed oil because it absorbs really well. Coconut and olive oil are really good for your skin, but they tend to sit on top, and I prefer stuff that soaks in a little bit more. Now this water's boiling pretty quick, and I'm going to turn the heat down. You don't need it to boil, you know, maybe really like a simmer, really hot water. It'll probably take about 10 minutes for that beeswax to melt all the way. And when it is, I'll get back with you. Alright, it's all melted together, and I've been letting it sit here just for maybe about 5 minutes. I wanted it to cool down just a little bit, because if it's too hot, the oils may evaporate a little bit. But anyhow, we're going to start off with the lavender. And we're going to do about 15 drops. Where we get? We're going to do about 15 drops for all of them except the eucalyptus. So here's the rosemary. Camphor. This is a great one here. A lot of people don't use it, but you'd be surprised at how well camphor works. And the eucalyptus is pretty strong, so I'm going to do about 10 drops. Now remember, you can customize this however you want. If you want it stronger or less, or you're making a smaller amount, or you know, maybe you're cutting the recipe in half, do what you want with it. But for me, this is the recipe that has worked great for the family. Okay, I think that ended up being closer to 12, but not the end of the world. I have this little skewer here just to mix it up a little bit. This will cool down fairly quick. We used a decent amount of wax, so it'll firm up, but it won't be rock hard or anything like that. I chose these oils for a lot of different reasons. They're healing oils. They're also antiviral, antibacterial, antispasmodic, and what that means is it'll cut down on coughing. And they're expectorant as well, so that when you do cough, it'll be more productive and you'll get it out of your system quicker. Also, you can use this rub when you think you may be getting sick. For instance, I tend to sneeze a lot when I'm going to catch a cold, so I'll put this on my chest during the day and maybe on my chest and my back at night. And instead of being sick for the next 2, 3, 4 days, I'm feeling good again. So you may want to look at doing that too the next time you're feeling a little off, or maybe you were around somebody else who was sick. Anyhow, once they're all mixed together like that, you're going to want to pour them in your container. And this is about 4 ounces. So go ahead and whatever container you have, if it's glass or even plastic, just make sure the oil isn't too hot when you're using the plastic. I have these metal ones. I tend to like the containers with the really wide mouths because they're easy to get into, and then you can use almost everything that's in there. You're not really wasting anything. And like I said, this is a 4-ounce container. So we're just going to pour that in, and it's going to get right up to the edge there. And this, you know, may take a while to set up, to solidify. It just depends on how cold the temperature is pretty much in your kitchen. You can quicken it if you want by putting it in the fridge, or, you know, just leave it sit out if you don't need it right away. But I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Okay, well, this is one I already had from before. I probably made this one 3, 4 months ago, and I've used it a little bit since then. But that's about the color and the consistency you'll get. And it goes on really well, and it absorbs really well. So go ahead and try it. There's no petroleum products in here, no turpentine, none of that other questionable stuff. And use it the same way you would Vicks. You know, put a little bit in a steam too. You know, if you get some water boiling on the stove, put a little bit of this in there, and then tent yourself over the hot pot and breathe that in. That'll help you feel a lot better too. It'll really open everything up. And if you make your own chest rub, let me know about it. Tell me how you make yours and what different ingredients you have. I'd really like to hear about it. Please subscribe. That would be awesome. Visit our website, homesteadingways.com. That would be great too. It was nice talking to you. And you take care.